we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do pick a card. But I'm not picking it. It's not how this is going to go. That is so interesting. Okay. Thank you, angels, ancestors. Thank you, Almighty Father. Thank you. Ground and protect me. I'm going to allow the pendulum to select the cards for the reading, and we'll go from there. Thank you, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Uriel. I feel your presence. It's amazing. Let us start. Okay. We start with the Ten of Cups. All right. Okay. Wow. Ten of Cups, Five of Pentacles. All right. Hold on. I just want to, because there's only one color. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. This is just, let me just wait because the combinations are funny. Okay. This is some sort of a roller coaster. Hold on. Let's see what else. If there's anything else from this top right. Okay. Y'all funny. I thought you trying to jump down. Hmm. Okay, let me move these up. I'm sorry. It's just a lot of the energy is so interesting. Oh, okay. gosh, it's a lot of cards. Hold on. All right. Mhm. Y'all, that was a lot. Alright, so I'm gonna pick these up. Okay, hold on. Keep these in order. They were drawn. That is a very interesting feeling. That is, someone feels queasy. That is very interesting. It's not, man, I'll tell you that. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Cups at the very bottom. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Let's unpack this. How did y'all think we was gonna do pick a card? This is interesting. All right, all right. I just had to like assess it. It's a lot going on real quick. So, major players here, right? We have the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the King of Cups, the High Priestess, the Knight of Wands, the Devil. Okay? We have Page of Swords, Page of Wands back to back. Okay? We have the Death card here. We have the World, we have the Sun, and the Fool. The stars as well. Alright? We have the Ten of Cups, as I said, we start with, and then we also have the Nine of Cups with the King of Cups. Alright? Just because I'm going to just lay this out. Like this has been going on for, what I'm getting is eons. All right, straight up eons. The Six of Cups is here. I mean, this Six of Cups world, Three of Wands, with the Four of Cups right next to it. Okay, so in a previous incarnation, this King of Cups energy was able to thwart you from reaching this destined connection. They were able to put an end to it. They um they were the enlightened one in that incarnation. This person was trying to reenact that cycle in this timeline. That didn't happen because you walked away from the karmic connection. You chose to find celebration within yourself, victory within yourself, like self-love. Okay, like the you've come to completion, even if this person had emerged in your life this incarnation. This is what I'm getting. These are the things, like I said, we have Six Cups right there. Okay, this is the mystery behind this, right? Why it seems so familiar, but at the same time it still wasn't quite right. Like you couldn't quite put your finger on it. Like this person was attempting to trap you in the same community, if you will, the same family, familial cycle. Not this time, okay? Because you walked away. You walked away. Now, I like to remind folks that the divine has the capacity to turn the most black soul into something worthy of salvation. I do not doubt my Father in any way, shape, or form. I say that because here I see the Knight of Wands, the Devil, and the Emperor right next to each other, okay? People often forget that this is an agent, right? You don't actually see the lovers here in this, all of these cards, you do not see the lovers. You do see a toxic lovers scenario, right, with the devil. And the synergy between, you have the divine feminine here, devil, and then the emperor. See, they both had to come to this ascension, this showdown with their shadow. They had to overcome their ego. Everything must be laid bare and expose, all of these things, right? So we don't doubt. We mirror in a lot of ways, okay? So whether or not you have been going through the spiritual struggle with knowledge of who they are in either capacity, divine masculine, divine feminine, not really my cup of tea with this one, okay? Or if you've only been enduring this in spirit, okay? There's a parallel to both of your journeys to this place of enlightenment where you know how to work together because you've had to overcome a very common enemy, a very common foe. The Knight of Wands is sporadic, right? Quick to temper, quick to bed. It's just this rushed energy, right? That is a big part of that devilish embodiment, right? At least within tarot and what I'm referring to. It's interesting. It's a submission. The Three of Pentacles, you see someone is the elder, and these two are in a submissive position. You have the Three of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Hierophant, Fool. Okay? See what I mean? Like, everyone must go through their journeys. It takes however long it takes before the soul is evolved enough to be able to handle the mission, the task at hand, to move beyond the merriment, the celebration. What's funny is that I don't ever feel in any other carnation you got to this particular window. There might have been a coming together, a celebration, but it never went beyond. That's just what I'm getting. Whether a calling, a mission, or sickness, for whatever reason, things happened. But this is when, you come together, you do. And we have this, see how the High Priestess aligns with the Hierophant? This is the expectation. And I mean that, like, literally. How's everybody? There are energies. I'm getting that with this Page of Swords, Page of Wands combination. There are energies that have been watching and waiting to report back, if you will, this good news of this transformation, of this enlightenment, of this ascension. It truly comes down to facing one's shadow, the altar, exposing it. And like, from what I'm picking up, whoever the King of Cups is in this scenario, I really do feel like this person has been very successful at keeping you from reaching certain ports and portals, thwarting certain attempts. It's the Two of Pentacles here with the turbulent waters and the boats, right? Ships passing in the night, never quite being able to align, you know what I mean? This constant oscillation and juggling. But there was, right? It's a knowing, this insight, this innate connectivity to the cosmos. The Empress sits next to the star. The Emperor sits under the star. And so it's this cosmic connection that has been there like a guiding force. Don't do that. That's a good idea. That's not a good idea. Like that little voice. They're asking you to have a great deal of faith in these connections. And I do mean that, because I'm looking here at this Eight of Swords, right? That's a self-imposed entrapment. That's your mind. You must free your mind. The Hierophant next to the Fool. See the sun? See the sun? I feel like in this scenario, your guides, like everything is going to be like bowls and bells going off in a positive. Like it's almost like you're gonna hear the heavens sing, like cosmic music. Like there's a lot of transformation. It's like you took control over your lower energies by allowing things to conclude, by going through this dark night, by denying self. I'm seeing that here. Four of Cups, Death card, Knight of Wands, Devil, right? Emperor, taking control. Allowing Spirit to rebuild you brick by brick. This is no small feat. This is why only you would be able to keep yourself back at this point. They were not anticipating. I'm not even joking. Someone had spent a great deal of energy. This King of Cups, right? They, the arrogance is really beguiling in this. It is. It's something about the pattern with this, right? Promising you this fairy tale, Ten of Cups, happily ever after, but always being left wanting, Five of Pentacles, right? To reconnect, to put you through this very emotionally narcissistic, manipulative sort of, right? It's like you saw the pattern. Your intuition had led you to a certain obvious conclusion, but I feel like you did your due diligence in terms of study and research. Someone might have thought you were naive because of age with the double pages showing up, the feminine energy here. Not understanding that the crown that sits on your head is that of the stars. They didn't know that you realize that this person, it's this past life connection, that this cycle, you knew, you anticipated the return of this energy. This person could have a lot of water in their chart, and I do mean that, like a lot of water. I do feel like there is a very interesting Capricorn dominance. This could have been, because it's like Capricorn is the world next to the Six of Cups. This may be a South Node thing. And now see how trying to trap you in your South Node? Mm-mm. Enlightenment. It's the best thing you could have did was reject this person. I do feel like it caused them some form of ego death. Whoever the scorpionic energy is. The one who thought they had control. Like I don't like to really speak about things I'm not, you know what I mean? Mm. Let's just say this one's one of Trident's, part of Neptune's kingdom. Okay? There's a lot of children of Neptune. A lot. Is the best way of putting it. Yeah. So there's like, yeah, I'm definitely getting north and south node placements. Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Aries. Like, it's the axis. Trying to keep people in, and what is it? Scorpio, Taurus? Right. Right. I'm sure those are the south and north node placements for a lot of you. But it's like you've completed all the cycles that's necessary. You can set your watch by what this person's going to do. But I do feel like there's a community of people, right, who may find themselves in some sort of, see, with the seven, again, it's the Neptunian energy. It's this sort of, I'm picking up psychosis from all of the energy, not like trying to play and distort someone's realities. It's almost like a bad trip. Yeah. You know what's interesting? I'm getting like like a sweat lodge energy from this. Just the way it looks. That doesn't. Mm, y'all need to be careful. And I feel like whatever this is, I'm picking up that there's definitely going to be like something ingested, and I feel like someone's going to have a very volatile reaction, and they may attempt to restrain someone, and this person, these look like coals. Like, be very careful, okay? About what materials you're using, that it's breathable to a degree, you know. Y'all be careful. Oh, be careful. You know, I'm all for, but things need to be on the up and up. I'm not for gimmicks. I'm really not. Gimmicks get people hurt. Do your research, okay? I want y'all to know people pay to be in the tops of searches and stuff like that. Just because you have a lot of marketing and production behind something doesn't necessarily mean they know what they're doing, okay? All right. The people who actually know what they're doing are the most obscure. There's a lot of charlatans here. Lord have mercy. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. Well, the King of Cups is definitely your stalker. This person could have traveled closer to you if there was some sort of distance in order to keep closer tabs. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Yeah, they're right. They wanted to see, or they want to see, or they're currently trying to see if you are, romantically involved. This person, when you experience them, they drained you. I feel like you and this person, the verbal communication was off. I saw talking shit. I feel like this person, you might have spotted that they have some form of depression, an emotional outburst. You saw past the big fake smile and saw this person's voids. You saw that this person was an overthinker. They, all of that. You saw somehow that this person would use spiritual means to abuse and or control people. Right. You moved away from this person. They thought you were naive. I'm being nice about it. Yeah. I feel like there was a lot of texting. What's the T on this King of Cups? Thank you, Holy Spirit. You threatened them. I feel like they tried to do this to you, and that didn't. Right. Like I said, spiritual hater. I really feel like they followed you. They really did. Look. They're also depleted, whether actual monetarily, spiritually, but they have nothing. This is that whole pattern thing. I feel like a lot of people in their lives currently are seeing them as played out, like their tactics, all of it. Yeah, then look, we have bankrupt on the bottom. So I do feel like this person is experiencing financial hardships. This person could be actually in prison or going to, because I see that here. It's a bunch of people though. Scammers. Seven of Cups. Right. Wow. Wow. The reason they're going to prison is because they stole some sort of inheritance. They on some quick get money quick scheme, something like that. That's what I'm picking up on. Right. Misrepresentation. Interesting. This person definitely didn't have a positive connection with their own family, their own parents. They themselves could be a very neglectful parent. What else? They could also be being pursued by child support. Oh, the facts. That's the truth. Like, this person really is quite devilish and toxic. This karmic. Because it fell out in reverse, right? Make shit up. Nah, no lies told here. Facts on this devil. Alright, what you want us to know about? They no longer are connected to you in any way, shape, or form. This person was trying to hook onto your energy, maybe with some sort of mirror work, glamour work, or probably through sex if there was a sexual connection at a point. They're no longer in your energetic field. This player. Bounce, check, pass. Could be check fraud for someone too. But see, I'm also getting the way player right here fell between the Empress, the Emperor, and the stars, just barely touching that devil. This person didn't even realize they were being used as a cosmic pawn to bring these two people together. Not only together, but also to submission to the divine, especially for the divine feminine, because I feel like the King of Cups was your karmic. Yeah, absolutely. And as I say that, Queen rising, we have lonely, bad habit, boss bitch, running, obsessive lover, karmic friends, uninterested, moving. See, you learned these lessons, right? There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. If you had any sort of habit of, hooking up with people because you were bored in your low vibrational state, you have overcome that. You've learned to run away from these unhealthy, toxic connections. Interesting. What else? Same. Wolf in sheep's clothing. I feel like you identified this because, look, the high priestess and the sun, like you literally exposed this person. I feel like they were quite intimidated by this. Oof. Right, this really put them in their head. Like, they were trying to figure out some way, shape, or form of bringing you chaos, drama, conflict, confusion. This karmic. Right, they wanted you to, like, expel some sort of energy. They wanted you to feed their spiritual monsters with that anger and rage and low vibrational energy. They did. They wanted you to, like, freak out. That's chic. So chic. That. They wanted you to freak out. Because then they would have got you to be in their toxic, unhealthy trauma bond. Yeah. Mm. I feel like you got out of there in the nick of time. I really do. I don't even think you said anything. Look, and it's so funny because you know that top box dropped, right? So if you left anything behind, you was like, it's cool. You can have it. Give it to the next one, right? Like you saw that this person did things, right, to cause towers and like, like you really saw this person's toxicities. This person could have even wanted you to party with them. Yeah, look. And even now that we're exposing them, this person is still, you know what I mean? They're upset, you know what I mean? But oh well. They wanted you extra trigger and they were not able to. I feel like that really like it fueled the seed, like see? Serpent people. See? Grudge holder. Right. But they can't get over you, right? They because they like, how did it not work? How did it not work? How did it not work? Right. And because they were not able to get their hooks into you, you were able to put up a wall, a barrier, right? You didn't take the cup. All these cups, right? They sitting there, right? Even if they try to put, because I see, look at that bloody finger. The man tried to dose you with something and it didn't work. They're like, how did they not fall? Everybody, look, this person's ego is real. They're so used to people fawning over them, for people looking up to them. You know what I mean? Like, they're so used to being in these obsessive, unhealthy relationships. You really got to recognize when you're in the presence of royalty, right? Spiritually speaking. Man. Anything else? Yeah. See, look. Told you. Hurt their ego. But this triggered this ego death. The crazy part of it was, right, it was never personal on that level for these high vibrational masculine and feminines that are here on this board. It had nothing to do with ego for them. And because there's a mirroring, okay? Whatever you've gone through, your counterpart has gone through too, in a very eerie sort of parallel. But when you've already overcome, right, have had it all, lost it all, still found reason to be happy and joyous, riding ebb and flow, self, like when you've really gone through the levels and the channels and then just the tears of life, you can spot BS very easily. And to quote a Darius Rucker song, the only BS I need in my life is beer and sunshine. Like, so when you actually get to that place where you're just, and I don't, please, if you don't like, it's a song, bubbles, maybe just like bubbles. That could be soda bubbles or sparkling water bubbles, just bubbles and sunshine. That's it, right? But no BS, especially when you've already done the work. You've done everything one can do to truly ascend, and you're still trying, you know what I mean? This is why it's so intimidating to these people. Because you're royalty in your own right. It's so funny. It's upside down, but all I see is OG, right? Like OGE. OG, look, that's elite. Original gangster elite. You know what I mean? Like in a very spiritual sense. Okay? I did say that. But, I'm not going to jump past. I did see. Where is it? I know Fed Up is right around. Well, there. So I want y'all to know, right, with this whole thing, the reason these people are going to, well, they're either in prison or they're going to be, because this here, you bought attention in some way. Like they did so much, and maybe you like follow the law or whatever, and you did your due diligence, right? You bought attention to them, so they were able to move in with their communication. They were literally able to track these people down, right? Because they so egotistical, right? And they do all this chatting and right. They heard so much chatter, they were forced to move in, right? Just saying. That's how. Right? Everybody involved. I feel like they were reckless in whom they started bringing into this community. Really. Here. Could have been an Aquarius, a young Aquarius they allowed in, and this person, because I feel like they were in the public eye already, but this person, I feel like they were an informant. As I say that, forcer, right? Yeah. This could have also involved substances. I'm just going to say that. The illegal kind. And that's what brought all of this actual attention from, you know, them boys. Yeah. It could even have been like the girlfriend or, you know, or something like that that they were seeing, and this person just seemed so naive and stupid. They just kind of dismissed their presence, and they were like, see the sun right there? Like they were exposing these people. Somebody was definitely not listening to their intuition. I saw ain't shit, so they really did dismiss this person and what they were picking up on. Yeah, this is a paid informant, whoever it is. Yeah. Lord have mercy. Alright, whatever. I'm out of that. Let's see. How long has this been? Okay, not that bad. Let's see this communication. This could also be a deal somebody doesn't want to take, but somebody literally could be looking at life. Somebody's family member could reach out and let you know that this person is in jail. There also could be a funeral notice coming. I feel like somebody looking for the easy way out, though. I mean that. Make it quick. What is this? Oh, that's interesting. Privileged lady in the main, female. So we have two women communicating. One of them could be expecting. This could definitely... I told you something with stolen monies and inheritance, something like that. When I was using the other cards, the impersonator did flash. I told you, it's a community of people. Right. So these children of Neptune, right? Trident's kingdom, Neptune's kingdom, whatever you want to call it. And it's so funny. I'm getting so much confirmation just from spirit in my everyday that we are so on the right track with this whole. This is the energy that these people carry, and like esoterically, like it's interesting. Um, but yeah, these people, right? Just looking at the Knight of Wands and the Devil, right? That is those who do sexual things and harvest people's energies, and repurpose it for dark reasons. Okay. Okay. those people who have been engaging in that sort of sex work, if you will, sexual alchemy, if you will, energy harvesting, definitely. Those people, for all of the things they have done, right? I do feel like they carry death now. But I also feel like they're being offered up for trying to offer up those who should not have been done. You know, it should have been done. Period. These high vibrational beings are never on the chopping block. And there are energies out there who try to position them as sacrifices. And that's just not what this is. It's like if they couldn't get into the family line, like the family way, if you will, they were going to take it no matter what. For those of you who suffered a miscarriage, this energy that you were tied to caused that. I feel like you already know that, but they cause it for very malicious reasons. They needed it to offer. They're very, very sick sorts of people in this world. Mm-hmm. That person was definitely not, they were not who you thought they were. This was a very karmic past life soulmate. Right, see, look. They thought they were going to be above divine, feminine, divine. It doesn't really matter, right? We see the privileged lady and the main female, right? So, because people are in these toxic partnerships, there's always a karmic thoughts, right? They thought if they could, again, somehow become this person, you know, their spouse, their husband, courtship, right? They will be able to infect bad health child. See, high honor, this high vibrational spiritual union. You know what I mean? Like they will be able to corrupt the bloodline. There's the lovers, unexpected income, right? They could, because they knew. See the distant horizon, the ships coming in. We see this, right? World 3 of Wands there, the ships coming in, right? They wanted you to miss this, okay? Your true kingdom spouse, right? They wanted you to be stuck in a relationship with them where you would be completely empty, right? Right. See, ten of Cups to the Five of Pentacles. That's just reiterating, okay? You're supposed to be, and you are, divine feminines, this privileged lady energy, right? But someone was trying, in essence, to make someone a main female, to make you accept a lesser role than what you were destined to have. They were trying to rob you of so much, okay? I'm telling you, somebody's ill. The false person, these people of Neptune's kingdom, they're falling ill. Some of them may mysteriously come down with something while they're incarcerated and perish while they're there. It's just what I'm picking up, y'all. That would be their karma. But see, the universe knows what people are going to do. Um, I watched the Men in Blacks the other day, right? And I think it was the third one where it was the Arcadian and the Arc Network. You know, the guy who saw all the possible scenarios and probabilities, and there are these subtle clues that let you know which timeline you're on. But he had a gift for Earth, an arc net, a way of protecting our planet from dangerous invaders. Okay, just saying. But the other day when I was using the Scrabble tiles, we got arc, right? And when you looked at the way it activated, it very much looks like our magnetosphere, I think it's called, the electromagnetic pulses between the sun and all that, and how the Earth's core and all of that stuff, and right, it looks very similar. Just saying. Just a reiteration that you're protected. There's an arc, right? A covenant, a promise, right? Yeah, the path is being cleared, is what I'm seeing. And because these people refuse to listen to reason, it is death that comes for them. We all have our warnings. We all get our signs. We all get our synchronicities from the divine if you choose to pay attention. But it's that obsessive persistence that has ended the recklessness in which they engaged. And it's many people. The other day I was watching, I started to watch a documentary on the planet of Neptune. It's actually much more than a generational planet. It takes, I think, 200 plus years to rotate around. Like, it's a very, very, very long transit. And so it influences an era. Nearly, right? A quarter, more than a quarter of a millennia it takes. That's a large block. That's a large impact. Might want to look at those Neptune placements a little bit more closely. Just because I do feel like just looking at family room, right? Hold on, right? Because the 12th house is Pisces, which is Neptune's karma, results of past acts, hidden supports and limitations, institutions, and inner social conflict. Now think about that. For those of you who really understand energy and its repurposing and recycling and all of these things, right? There are different frequencies, different ways in which your energy can reorganize, right? In a physical form, um, take on water. Like it's endless, the possibilities when you really get down to it on an atomic level, right? But that being said, when you look at the generational curses, right, in your own past life karma, most cusp signs, like if you are on a cusp, I could say the majority of cusp energies reincarnated very quickly. Very quickly. You unfinished business. You just gotta go, gotta go. And so, with that being said, the incurrence of karma is more because you're cycling through quickly. And the impact of the actual lineage is still lingering. And so if it feels like you've been hammered and hammered and hammered, and you're like, hey, I'm smooth to the wood now, there's nothing to hammer, now you're just damaging the wood type experiences, understand where some of this comes from. Your own free will, right? And you coming back through to learn, right? But at the same time, those lessons come at a cost, because each time you have to reach spiritual enlightenment every time, and then move forward. You know what I mean? So the acceleration factor. Just saying. hmm You know what's funny? You're able to spot these patterns as a result of all of these lives you've lived and the hyper space that you've been living them. It's easy to assess, right? Even when it comes at you all at once, what is real and what is not, right? Reading Neptune's energy here says where your spiritual vision, your creative imagination, and psychic ability lead you beyond materially. Glamour and illusion are negative. Your highest idealism, right? And so when you've already learned these lessons, that glamour, right? The superficiality, you know, the pageantry and the illusion, it doesn't lead anywhere meaningful. It's very easy to see beyond the veil. Clear as day, right? Some of you have some incredible Neptune placements, apparently. Because your psychic is all outdoors. I mean, you got all the clairs with the high priestess sitting next to the sun. You know the future. Like, you have connection to, let's just say, global ethics from a very ancient time. Okay? Okay. Right. Your Saturn placement's very important here. I feel like there is a cool conjunction for some of you. It's a very harmonious Saturn placement with Neptune. I don't know how that works, but it does. Something like that. I'm, I'm still learning. I'm always be learning. It's just that simple. But yeah, there's some harmonious energy that affords you this. But you're here this time to actually clear the debt of your family, of your legacy, to actually build inheritance and legacy and all of these things this time. Very different. Right. You've learned the lesson of poverty. That's an important lesson to learn, but it has been learned. So now you're off to the Six of Pentacles energy, where things begin to balance. They're reciprocal. You start to receive a return on what it is you've invested. Those losses will seem minuscule. But someone didn't want the lesson of poverty to be over. Because see, Five of Pentacles there, right? Two here, three. That's five again. Then we have this 10. It's like they were trying to prohibit. Again, it's the lessons. You have five swords here, three swords here. So they wanted you to keep reliving the original infliction over and over again, locking you away from this complete Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups energy. Right. See? They wanted you to work extra hard, toil and labor pathway with sudden wealth, right? Like somebody wanted to make your journey extra fucking hard. But also, um, Spirit wants you to know what it takes. You know what I mean? Like, that way you don't squander what it is they have in store for you. They didn't want you to come across low vibrational people and get fast talked out of shit. You know what I mean? So you had to learn the value on your own. Right. Because honestly, I want you to know you chose. uh, this is why you must rescind any vows. It's the reason why we talked about Neptune and karma and all these things, right? Some of you took a vow of poverty in a different lifetime. Maybe you were a monk or a nun or something or that nature, and you swore it off. You have to rescind those things. And I mean that. To free your spirit from it, free your energy from it. Right. Concern. Oh. Who's worried about their child? What? Wow. See, spirit could be very concerned, right? That in your naivety, right? You might choose the main male opposed to the wealthy man. And I only say that because when we pulled the other cards, it was the privileged lady and the main female. You have this energy here that hopes you have this sort of innocent fondness, this childlike naivety to you, and you choose the wrong person. Courthouse and the Two of Cups. Look at that. You have a spiritual contract with a very particular soulmate. This is why it's important for you to love yourself, to take care of yourself, and that way you don't feel needy. Don't judge a book by its cover, folks. Don't do that. I mean that. There's no need to despair. There's no need to like hope. It's more like there's a sense of knowing that you're going to be happy. You're going to have a reason to celebrate and rejoice. I don't know what it is you could be expecting, but they really want you to like relax. Why would it ain't my business. Please, 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 please stop thinking about pregnancy. I don't know who you are, but when it's right, it's right. When it's time, it's time. When you really like, you're not worried. That's all I can say. When it's the right person, you are not worried. You're excited by the possibility, actually. The excitement outweighs the fear, the unknown. It truly does. Look at this. Please stop worrying. Get out that lack mentality. I mean that. Look, courtship, mature man, house, great fortune, mature woman, wealthy man, privileged lady, high honor, adjudication, family room. You see what I mean? You got it's levels to it. Someone could also be concerned about somebody's immaturity. Someone could be concerned if someone has had a child with another person. Don't stop, 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 stop. Stop overthinking. I mean that shit. Stop it. This is as perfect can be. Told you, you have a destined person. Like a spiritual contract. That's all you gotta know. You truly do. You truly do. You're going to be happier than you could possibly ever have imagined. I feel like this masculine may be the concerned party on whether or not you would consider having a child. I feel like both y'all just can calm down and enjoy this coming together. And whatever comes, comes. I feel like there will be a family in this family room because we go from house, great fortune, you know? I, you know, I feel like with money, anything's possible. And I'm not saying that to be, funny. It's just the truth. And so even if there's a thing of maturity, right? Don't worry about it. Like, really, don't worry about it. You got the right one. Somebody got strong swimmers. I just want you to know that. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone. But I saw that. I really did. Okay, I'm going to pick these other cards up. I feel like we have extracted enough. But there's these people. It's not... It is what it is, right? You can't... blah, blah, blah. You can't worry about it at this point. They've done everything they should have not done. Just stay grounded, okay? It's over for them people who in cahoots, y'all. Alright. Yeah. I feel like they put in a lot of effort and a lot of energy all for nothing. Yeah. You're going to hear about a very, very big tower moment. Oh, guess what? So, this morning I read an article about a joint project in my environment, my local area, that involved one of those agencies I mentioned in that other reading, in a commission and a task force. So I was like, okay, we be getting the news. Spirit is coming through with the chariot in all directions to push forward your manifestations. I just want y'all to know that. But you have to know that too. You have to claim it. It's coming in fast. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Collective, you need to start saying thank you. Say thank you for the little hang-ups, the delays, all of it. The lessons, the blessings. Say thank you. There's a new cycle coming in. Oh my gosh. Mm, mm, mm. say this one more time. And start. Pick your cards. Always little slithers. Y'all funny. So funny. Let's currently put them on the floor. Okay, let's see. You know what I like about the cards that have come out here? It's like there's some petty-ish stuff like happening, and the universe every time comes in to reestablish order and balance every time. Like to say, you know what I mean? Like to um, calm, to reassure you that everything's fine, everything's working out. Like you are loved, you are nurtured. Like I know things might seem like, they're a little chaotic right now, but trust me, it's like making you better type energy. Like you're comfortable, don't worry about it. Any of these towers that are happening, it's for your benefit, rest assured. Um, don't be overwhelmed right now. Like you don't have to do anything, so to speak. Like be mindful with your energy, what you're feeding yourself, feeding into yourself, your temple. It's like the things that truly don't serve you, the things that are not good for you, spirit is literally in the process of just literally bulldozing everything. Like this is a huge purge is what it feels like, to make space and room for this Ten of Pentacles. So it's like a fire sale that's happening right now for a lot of people, and just be okay with it. And it's like you're going through this, it feels like you're losing a lot, but you're not. They're literally just making space. And you're like, well, golly, how much space? Don't worry about that. Because you literally jump right from the page to the queen, right? See what I mean? Like, and so the missing link between these two is the knight. The knight is actually the slow, right? The knight drags this with them. And so all of that lethargy, all of that, it's a little while longer. Be patient, be mindful. It's like one last test before this victory. One last stance, if you will. There's nothing to fear, right? Fear is an acronym: false evidence appearing real. Do not buy into the hype. It's all illusions and BS. Don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about it. Do not engage it. Do not lose your faith now. Do not do that. No, 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 no. You're crossing the line. You're literally just purging. Do not reject your spiritual family now. I'm not even joking. Because there's things at play that you do not see. This is a spiritual test. The devil with the Six of Swords, you are literally being poked and prodded by these energies to see, right? If you've really healed. Three of Swords Hermit. If you've really healed. Like, literally. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I cannot stress that enough. Do not waver. This ain't the moment. This ain't the moment. You need your discernment more than ever right now. You have people who are attempting to prey upon, you because they're being used. Do you understand what I mean? Like, if you're being tested, that means those around you must be filled with energies that would be provoking, right? Maintain your cool. Say good things, positive things, feed the positive, sow those seeds. Your gratitude list, Page of Cups, Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles, like large and small, right? Like in the build and build and build until it overflows. Like literally, this is not the time. Rest, meditate, protect your own energy right now. This is a strong heads up. You got a Seven of Cups and the Chariot's a 7, okay? I like that the Towers, she's jello, right? That means you know how to lean with it, rock with it, lean with it. You know what I mean? Like, you know how to ebb and flow with it. This Tower is for your own good. We already said, right? We saw the Three of Swords. Checking to see if you have truly healed. If you have your, you know, I know you're tired. Don't she look exhausted? I know, babe. I know. It's okay. It's all right. It is okay. Mm. You gotta leave behind fear and worry, I'll tell you that. You know, what you gonna choose? You gonna feed the fear, you gonna feed the joy? You gonna feed the possibility of success? Or you gonna feed the ego and all the negativities? Avoid ego traps right now. I'm not kidding. I saw dodging bullets and the ego card. Avoid anything that could trigger you, okay? Know who you are. And look, it may come in the form of fake accounts, right? Like even right now, right? So, you know, people are funny. They're funny. People type shit hoping to get a response. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. It's an energy drain, okay? That's all it's about. Don't do that. Deflect that crap right back. Don't allow people to project upon you, okay? Yeah. Take time before you react to anything. Speak words of love and celebration and of positivity, and watch the miracles. Watch how things just slide out the way. Like, these look like chores. So it's like they're being put up to these things, all right? So just be mindful. Yeah, it's a fake, you know, an old lover is trying to get up in your energy again, trying to trigger for some of you. Let's look at the Tower. Told you, clearing away that which no longer serves you. And I would say an obsessive lover is definitely something no one needs. Okay? Okay. This person could make a real last stance, right? Trying to heal this, showing you that they're willing to love and nurture and invest. And leave my throat chakra alone. Right. You know, promising you it's going to be better this time. Just wait and see. And, you know, you know, a lot of that. This person's trying to confuse you, trying to trick you about which direction you want to go. You going towards them, right? And, you know, taking this risk. And, you know, although I feel like you already know this person doesn't have what it is that you're looking for. And it's not because, right, you didn't invest time, effort, and energy. That's the five. We have the queen and the page. That's 7 years, right? For some of you, right? You put in much more time than that. You did. I mean, 15 years, 17 years. Just depends. Like, some of you really were with someone for a very long time. I do feel like you ended things. This person caused you a lot of stress, a lot of grief, a lot of worry. They didn't pour into you. They depleted you. And even though this person may be quite charming in their own way, mm, it's like a cut flower, right? It's beautiful, but only for a couple days. There's nothing to grow from it. Just saying. And don't take this offer because you might be feeling a little lonely. Alright? This is just a heads up, you know? Like, hey, be mindful. I do. I feel like much of this, when this person and you were together, a lot of energy, a lot of time and effort was expelled on children or a child. There's two here, but you know, look how she's patting them on the head, like, okay, you got it now, bye. And she's heading out. Hmm. Whoa. I'm just, no. No, they fell. No, 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 no. Either way, right? You know this person. You know this person. You know this person. You know, bad reputation, you know this person. But I do feel like it would surprise you to know that this person who's up your butt all the time has thrown some major shade on someone's rep, right? They might smile in your face, but again, I feel like it's just a form of wasting time. This person, like I said, it's like cut flowers. It's beautiful for a couple days, but after a couple days, it starts to, you know, drain, and it feels like, you know, everything's just uh, coming down on you. It's just too much. Please don't ignore what you know to be true because someone's giving you attention, because you might be feeling a little lonely. It's still the same nightmarish person, unfortunately. Alright, don't do that. They're telling you this is what's coming to an end. The universe is blocking this, like, them. You've already taken care of them on your platforms. Like, doesn't matter. Whatever social media, like, you've removed them, right, from those, but at the same time, mm-mm. It's more than that. Like, it has to be finality to it. I do feel like this person really has thrown some major shade on someone's name to, like, a bunch of people. Maybe friends that you shared together, people you knew, old associates, a community of people. Like, when it ended, somebody tore the other's back, like, clear out, like, right. Look how far you've come. You know, I feel like it's very easy to focus on the bitch, right? But don't lose the boss, right? That you had to level up. You had to take a stand, a leadership role in your own lives, right? Like you took a leap to invest in yourself. Spirit guided you to walk away from this person, this situation that was not fulfilling, this stressful, worrisome. Literally, you were told to put an end to this. Even if you were married, you were told to leave it alone. Yeah. See, I saw you coming. That's so funny. See what I mean? Legit saw that coming. That's funny. In real time. Right. They could have even went as far to say, you neglected your children or whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I'm just saying it was a smear campaign done. Hmm. Someone, the person who was throwing the major shade, could have even gone so far as to tell people that what it is that you want is unrealistic with the whole head in the clouds thing. But if that were true, how did you reach this sort of like boss up energy, right? Just saying. It's funny, right? Right. See how people have a funny way of projecting? But I feel like that was severed. Like whatever distorted projection that they were trying to express to those who you mutually knew, especially after the separation. Ooh, they didn't buy it. They didn't, because your character is your character, right? Wow. I mean, major, 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 major shade, major shade, right? But people know you. People know you. I feel like the experiences your former person had been going through since y'all separated or something like that, um, they were projecting, right? Because I feel like this is what people know. You work hard, you're respected, admired, right? People like you, period. You're generous too, because making it rain, that's generosity. Yeah, you've always been about your money, you're a go-getter, right, boss? Like, your reputation speaks for itself, but somebody tried to throw shade on that, right? Look, try to say that you could have caught some sort of disease while right? that you stole from this person, that you lied to them in some way, shape, or form, that you robbed them of their emotional or physical security because of something like this, that, you know, they accepted you, or that something like that with this, you know, dirty offer, right? Unbothered, an offer, right? Look at this. Look at the double talk. Look at this shit, right? And then we have marrying for money, right? And then impersonator, group. But see, I feel like the truth came out. The truth always comes out. The truth about third parties, the truth about, you know, people marrying for money, you know, the people online that, you know, they little groupies that they was hooking up with, you know, all of this shit. Wow. Yeah, all of this has to be cleared away. So if this person is still in your life by some means, and this is what they're engaging in, you have to be fully separated, because you really don't know what this person has done. Why? Look, see, because it's like the Three of Cups. See, those are like friends, right? Family, community, right? And then there's that one offer, right? While all of a sudden nobody's talking to you, while all the cups are empty, there's, you know, everything, and it's just them, like, hey, hey, hey. It's because of what you don't know this person has said, that really tried to paint a negative picture of you, to have people move away from you, trying to think you were some sort of promiscuous person, and really you keep to yourself. You were healing after the heartache. You didn't ask anybody for their help while you were going through this, accepting that God has called you, Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant energy. Right. That you accepted this collaboration to be a conduit for the divine. Just saying. Yeah, but they don't tell the truth, right? But luckily, your own personal reputation, you already saw it, right? You're a go-getter and you work hard and you're well respected. But yeah, this is why all of a sudden people stop fucking with you, because one of your crazy exes really tried to just make you move towns, cities, states. I feel like you will get some sort of evidence or proof about this. Somebody who actually does respect you, admire you, is going to bring you some sort of evidence, right? It's like they don't want karma, because they know it's not, they might have fed into it. They might be trying to clear themselves of this energy. Yeah. They just mad. They want you back and you won't go back, so they rather try to destroy your reputation. But that's illegal. It's called defamation. Right? Right. Now, ironically enough, all right, this person, right? Some of you kept your cool, right? Because I do have two children here, right? Somebody could have sowed some seeds someplace else. I see that too. You may, it's like you couldn't put your energy on it, like you couldn't put your finger on it, but you felt the energy, right? Somebody made you feel very insecure. Also, I'm picking up. It's like somebody wanted you to think there was another person. They wanted you to feel like they were getting all of this attention. Right. That they were entertaining others. It's like they really wanted you not to have peace for some reason. very, this person could have heavy Mars placements. It's because they were lacking something on the inside. That's all you can really say about that. They were broken. So they wanted you to feel like there were other people, right? Like I said, there's something about this energy, right? And then eventually, I really do feel like they really were cheating. I can't even get around that. It's the energy. You could feel the energy. It's like it was right. It's like they were feeding the demon within. Because this, to me, they could have also paid somebody to say some slick shit. Mm. Man, y'all people be like, somebody could have paid one of those, and came up with something. Not only came up with something, but probably got their pockets ran. They could have also, you know what I mean? After, I'm just getting a bunch. Man, I don't like it. I don't want to. I don't. It's just, that's despicable. It really is. But that's this energy here. It's like they wanted you to feel like there were other people moving in on your territory. Honestly, this person had low self-esteem. I'm not even joking, because this energy here, right? You have someone loving, nurturing, affectionate, business oriented, taking care of the family, right? Goes to work every day, right? And I feel like this I don't know, like it made somebody feel some kind of way, because they were not healed themselves. They weren't over whatever they had gone through. Maybe being made an option in a previous connection. This was on the trajectory of something truly amazing, but because someone was broken and wounded inside, right? And they were feeding the fear monster. Mm, somebody, kind of went into that Queen of Swords energy. They got cold and bitter, and they caused this destruction. They spoiled it. This Ten of Pentacles situation. There could very much be an outside energy. There were people, there were definitely people on the outside of this relationship talking shit, too much shit. They wanted what you had. They wanted to see you lose it. They couldn't have it. They didn't want you to have it either. So, like, you gotta be careful about your friends, people who you call friends. Yeah, there's something on the internet you may find out, and it may really piss you off. Some of y'all is just too wholesome. It's like this person liked you in this state. They like draining you of your energy, making you clingy and codependent. They liked you confused, not knowing if there was somebody or not, keeping you on your toes. This is a sick energy. Like somebody really needed therapy, not to mention keeping you in the dark about things. Yeah, whoever the masculine energy is, right? The one who really didn't appreciate what they had, the one who caused this ending by playing the mind games, the one who was unhealed, right? They have bad karma. This ending was their bad karma, because we already saw the balls ish come out, right? So we know this was their person. All because they wanted to pretend like they was getting more attention, not realizing they had the real McCoy right in front of them. What a pity. Right. They wanted to see what you was going to say, how you was going to... Very immature energy, y'all. Very immature. Scarcity tactics. See what I mean? Now they have nothing. They have nothing. And now that this community of people have like done what they wanted to, like steals your ideas, copies, now they all got like this cheap imitation of, you know what I mean? They all wanted to be like this boss daddy energy, right? And they wanted the chick that he was with. They got these cheap imitations of them, but long as y'all not together, they feel, and now they're nowhere around them because mission accomplished. Yeah. This is like a habit or a cycle that these people engage in this sort of activity. These are people they used to party with in some capacity at a point in life. Right. These people never cared about you. That's the sad part. They just didn't want you to have it. They couldn't have it. This person, I feel like they try to stop themselves from like thinking about you, from whoever the person is that you've separated yourself from, that's ended things with, right? But they can't help but look you up. They be trying to ignore it. They really do. But they cannot help it because they know who you are to them. Like you were supposed to be that person. They're lonely. Yeah. Stalker. All because they didn't heal. They couldn't recognize that the people around them were happiness haters. Mm, mm, mm. You know what's sad? Like for the masculine energy I'm picking up on, their circle of people around them, they really wanted a female to go that hard for them, to care about them in such a way. That's what I was getting from that. Mm, mm, mm. Projection is protection. All right. I feel like this masculine has cut these people off. They don't talk to them no more. They be hitting them up and shit, and they don't respond. I feel like that's both directions. Moves in silence. People learn how to mind their business and keep shit to themselves, right? Even if they are thinking about somebody, they know better than to tell anybody else about it, because they already know where to start. Now they're learning. Now someone's being educated about these karmic behind friends they were carrying on with. They didn't realize that, they was keeping their enemies real close, but they didn't know they was enemies at the time. Yeah. Now it occurs to them like why they was like tripping on you so bad, because they wanted you. They wanted their lady. They wanted that vibe that y'all had, that chemistry. People were jealous, envious. Look at that. Because y'all were always with each other, up under each other. Like, wasn't perfect, but it was enviable. Right. Y'all look successful together. Right. Everybody got their issues, right? But you involve outside people, it gets exacerbated, don't it? Mm. In their head, ignoring nightmares. Somebody like, I do feel like they will be back though. See, they're starting to understand what third parties means outside of lovers. Mm-hmm. Yep. Look, somebody done cleared they internet. I told you. I'm sorry about kicking the camera. Um, yeah, but they've gotten rid of people. Anybody who would be a problem. I feel like they don't even post anymore. They're not even on these platforms like that. It's done with it all. Especially any female that would cause a potential problem. You gotta go. You gotta go. Hmm. These people that they've walked away from, they're trying to act like they're unbothered. But I feel like whoever we're reading for, whether you're male or female, take the story how it applies. Um, they don't even care that they moved away from these people. They give two shits a fucking a damn about it. Like, cause they know where they want to be. Right. Right. See what I mean? You got the good chemistry, and then look, the happiness hater drops right on top of it. Exactly. They didn't look. Say less. Anybody who will potentially serve a problem. See how there's an actual, like, there's like, I don't know if that's a bouquet. That looks like lawn furniture, so it makes me think they're outside. That's a bush. That shit grow. And then you got this one long. No, 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 no. That's gotta go. Right. So any sort of energy like that would stand in the way, you got to go. You got to go. Yeah. Yeah. They're realizing exactly how played out all this shit is. Dusting that shit up. They're like, no new friends. No new friends. Right. They don't add to them. You can't be around them. Right. See, and now dodging a bullet comes out like that. I still feel like somebody could still need to be cut off, right? Don't fall for the crocodile tears. Right. This person, definitely be all up in your Kool-Aid. Mm, mm, mm. For some of y'all, this is family members. That's what's gonna make it difficult. Um, some of y'all, these are grown ass children. You need to cut off because you know why. I'm not even getting into that. You know why. All right, hold on. You absolutely know why. For your own blessing and benefit, right? You know why. Okay. Always be in harmony with the universe. We started the last reading with the Temperance card. Remember that, right? It's very important to maintain your composure right now. The right amount, right, of joy, the right amount of sorrow, the right amount of anger, the right amount of justice. Nothing excessive, right? And I know there are transits going on right now that actually are promoting excessive indulgence. And so you are being given a heads up to understand that, to use more restraint than you might have needed to consciously preceding this transit. So if you see yourself overindulging in any way, shape, or form, oh, I'm gonna have an extra bag of chips, or one more drink, or you know what I mean, whatever it is, but just mind the indulgences, right? Balance, balance, balance. All right. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to bid you an adieu, okay? Be well. All right. Bye.